The Pope began September with a 6-day trip to Africa, where he visited 3 countries. In Mozambique, a country recovering from 2 decades of war and roughly 1 million deaths, he had an interreligious encounter with the young and encouraged them to be leaders in this new era of peace. In Maputo, he visited a Catholic hospital that attends to AIDS patients in the community of San Edigio. This disease affects 23% of people in this city.
È impossibile combattere questa pratica e si animò a buscar soluzioni.
As a gift, they gave the Pope a wooden cross made from pieces recovered from Cyclone Idai. The Pope used it during his final Mass before saying goodbye to the country. Pope Francis also visited the island of Madagascar, one of the poorest countries in the world. The most impactful moment in the country was his visit to Akamasoa, the city of friendship. It was constructed by a priest on top of a garbage dump to give dignity to those who survive by looking through trash. His name is Pedro Opeka, and he has lifted more than 25,000 out of poverty and demonstrated that it's possible to change extreme situations. Pope Francis was speechless. The priest accompanied the Pope on the Pope-mobile through the streets of Akamasoa to a huge quarry where many of the city's inhabitants work. The final leg of the trip was to the island of Mauritius, the only African country with a Hindu majority. Here he celebrated Mass with more than 80,000 people and asked Catholics not to be discouraged by difficulties.
Per vivere il Vangelo non possiamo aspettare che tutto intorno a noi sia favorevole, perché spesso le ambizioni del potere e gli interessi mondani giocano contro di noi.
In Rome, the leader of the Orthodox Church, Patriarch Bartholomew of Constantinople, visited the Pope. On the last Sunday of the month, Pope Francis celebrated a Mass for migrants and refugees to raise awareness of their situation.
Non possiamo rimanere insensibili, con il cuore anestetizzato di fronte alla miseria di tanti innocenti. Non possiamo non piangere. Non possiamo non reagire.
After the ceremony, Pope Francis inaugurated a statue in the square dedicated to them. This statue is made of 140 figures, each one representing a real person of different eras and cultures. There is a Jew escaping Nazis, a Mexican who wants to cross the border. The statue will be in the square for a few months, then travel to different countries around the world. It will be a migrant statue.